In this session, we learn some numerical on lenses. Say, we start with the first numerical like this. The radii of curvature of two surfaces of convex lens is 0.2 meter and 0.22 meter. Find the focal length of the lens if refractive index of the material of lens is 1.5. Say, in the first part of the problem, we are given with radii of curvature. Say, I take for convex lens R1 as 0.2 meter and R2 as 0.22 meter. Especially remember, for convex lens R2 can be taken always be negative. Find the focal length of the lens if the refractive index of the material of the lens, say what is in our formula N2, we may also call it as NL, L stands for lens, it is 1.5. We are asked to calculate F, say focal length. I also call it as, in view of the second part, F air. When lens is in air, we call it like this. So what is the formula for this? Lens maker's formula is the formula to be used 1 by F air equals N 2 minus 1 into 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. Now we substitute everything, we get the answer there. 1 by F air equals N2 1.5 minus 1 into 1 by 0.2 minus there 1 by minus 0.22, which amounts to be 1 by F air 0.5, 1 by 0.22 plus 1 by say 1 by 0.2 plus 1 by 0.22. This amounts to be, say, F air final, after final calculation we will have F air as 0.19 meters. This is the first answer for this problem. Find the focal length of lens if the refractive index is 1.5. Now we go for the second part. In the second part we are given, also find the change in the focal length if it is immersed in water of refractive index 1.33. Say we are asked to calculate change. That means, say if Fw is focal length in water minus F air is asked. That is what we call as delta F to be calculated. But for Fw, that is focal length of the lens when it is immersed in water, we can write 1 by Fw as N, refractive index of the lens NL, by Ns, surrounding medium refractive index, minus 1 into 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. Observe here, say this is the general formula. When we derived as the lens maker's formula, we have written N2 by N1. Instead of N2, the lens medium refractive index, I have written as NL. It's easy to remember. L stands for lens medium. S, the surrounding medium. There we have written N1. Now, we want to calculate Fw. So what we do, we substitute, say we take F1 by F air and 1 by Fw and we divide them, we get dividing 1 by 2. Fw by F air will be now say NL minus 1 by NL by NS minus 1. If we substitute everything here, say NL 1.5 minus 1 divided by 1.5 by 1.33 minus 1, which amounts to be, say 0.5 by 1.5 by 1.33 minus 1. Therefore, we have Fw equals, say after final calculation of all these things, we have, say F air into 0.5 by 1.5 by 1.33 minus 1 will result in, say, finally point, say we write 0.5 by 1.5 by 1.33 minus 1. Say this FW equals F air into 0.5 by 1.5 by 1.33 minus 1 will result in 0.74. Therefore, change in focal length F delta F equals FW minus F air will amount to be, say, like this. FW is 0.74 minus 0.19. That means 5.55 meter is the change in focal length. So with this, we proceed on to second numerical. We read it. If F is 0.5 meter for a glass lens, which is, what is the power of the lens? Second, the radii of curvature of the faces of a double convex lens are 10 and 15 centimeter. Its focal length is 12 centimeter. What is the refractive index of glass? So third thing is, a convex lens has 20 centimeter focal length in air. What is its focal length in water? Say there are three parts in this problem. We start with one by one. Say first problem, if F is 0.5 for glass, what is its power? Say first calculation, power to be calculated. 1 by F is the formula. Please remember F to be in meter. F is 0.5 meter. So it is in meter, we can straight away apply 0.5, which amounts to be 2 diopters. So power of lens is 2 diopter. In the second question, the radii of curvature of the faces of double convex lens are 10 centimeter and 15 centimeter. For the second part, R1 10 centimeter, R2 minus 15 centimeter up. So it is given as convex lens, double convex. That's why I have taken R2 as minus 15 centimeter. Now we are asked to calculate the refractive index of the glass. Its focal length is also given 12 centimeter. We substitute everything into the lens maker's formula. 1 by F equals NL minus 1, 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. Say 1 by F is 1 by 12 equals NL minus 1. NL means again refractive index of the lens medium. 1 by R1 is 10 plus 1 by 15, because minus into minus plus, which amounts to be, say we go for the calculations now, say 1 by 12 NL minus 1 into, this one will be 25 by 150, it is 6 times. Therefore, 6 2s are 12. NL minus 1 is 0.5. So NL is 1.5. The refractive index of the glass is 1.5. This is second answer. Third question is, a convex lens has focal length. Now F air is given 20 centimeter. What is the focal length in water? Say water refractive index NW is given 1.33, and then NG is also given, glass refractive index 1.5. If we write it like this, say 4 by 3 for the approximation, 3 by 2, we can do as we did in the previous calculation. FW equals, say 3 by 2 minus 1, say 3 by 2 by 4 by 3 minus 1, which results in, into F air, which results in, say 4 into 20 80 centimeter. So this is the focal length in water. That is the second question. Now we go for the third question now. Focal length of convex lens in air is 10 centimeter and refractive index of material is 3/2. Find the focal length when immersed in water. Say again same idea. We do it like this. F air given, F air 3, say F air is 10 centimeter and NL lens medium refractive index 3/2. Find the focal length in first one. Say immersed in water, that means FW equals NL minus 1 by NL by NS minus 1 into F air, which amounts to be, again as we did in the previous problem, 3/2 minus 1, 3/2 by 4/3 minus 1 into F air 10, which amounts to be 40 centimeter. Now we do the second calculation. By doing this, we come out to a new situation. That is what we want to learn now in this problem. F, say silver bromide, I write it as Fs. Again formula is NL minus 1 divided by NL by N silver bromide minus 1 into F air. NL 1. Say again, if you want 1.5 minus 1, instead of 3/2 I have written it as 1.5 by 1.5 by 2.25 minus 1 into F air is 10 centimeter. So with that, now we calculate everything here, which amounts to be 0.5 into 10 divided by 1.5 minus 2.25 by 2.25, which amounts to be 5 into 2.25 by 0.75 with minus sign, which amounts to be minus 30 centimeter. Observe, even though it is double convex lens or it is the convex lens, the focal length we are getting now minus. That means the lens property either converging or diverging depending on the surrounding medium. In the first case, when it is immersed in water, it is positive 40. That means it is again converging. But when it is immersed in silver bromide of refractive index 2.25, the lens, same convex lens, have the focal length minus 30. That tells us it behaves as diverging lens. Therefore, whenever the lens is taken, depending on the surrounding medium, it may be acting as converging or diverging lens. Say, we can generalize this situation like this. If you take a converging lens in the air, once it is immersed in a medium of refractive index whose refractive index is less than, say, lens medium refractive index, then it acts like converging lens only or convex lens only. If the surrounding medium refractive index is more than the lens medium refractive index, then it acts like, say, diverging lens. So that is the important point to catch in this problem. We can generalize it like this: a converging lens immersed in a high refractive index medium than the lens medium refractive index, then it behaves as a diverging lens. The vice versa also true. A concave lens or a diverging lens immersed in a medium of refractive index higher than that of the lens medium behaves as a converging lens. So this is very important thing to learn in this problem. Say we think of fourth question now. Double convex lenses are to be manufactured from a glass of refractive index 1.5 with both faces of the same radius of curvature. What is the radius of curvature required if the focal length is to be 20 centimeter? Say we are given double convex. That means, say we must get positive focal length. Say we must write positive focal length. We have f equals 20 centimeter. And then R1 is positive, R2 is equal to R1 but negative. And NL, lens medium refractive index, is given to be 1.5, which is also N2 in our formula. We substitute for this, say lens maker's formula, 1 by f equals NL minus 1 into 1 by R1 plus 1 by R1 only, because R2 is minus R1. So therefore NL minus 1, 2 by R1, 1 by f is 1 by 20. Now say R1 is also given, say the radius of, with both faces of same radius of curvature. What is the radius of curvature? That is to be calculated. Therefore R1 equals NL minus 1 into 2 into 20. Therefore NL is 1.5 minus 1 into 2 into 20, 0.5 into 2 into 20. Therefore 0.5 into 2 is 1. Therefore 20 centimeter R1. R2 is minus 20 centimeter. That is the answer for this problem. That means we have to generate a lens or create a lens whose radii of curvature 20 and 20 centimeter for both the surfaces. Say, now we go for the next problem, fifth problem. The radii of curvature of one surface of biconvex lens is twice the radius of curvature of the other surface. The focal length is of the lens is 20 and refractive index 1.5. Find the radii of curvature. Again, we write this given things there, R1 and R1, R2 is given to be 2R1 and F is given to be 20 centimeter. NL is given to be 1.5. We substitute everything there. R2 with minus sign to be substituted. So 1 by F equals NL minus 1 into 1 by R1 minus 1 minus 2R1, because twice the radius of curvature. So 1 by 20 NL 1.5 minus 1, it is say 1 by R1 plus 1 by 2R1. Now we substitute, say we calculate 0.5. This, say 3 by 2 R1, which amounts to be R1 equals 0.5 into 20 into 3 by 2, which amounts to be 1.15 centimeter. R1 is 15 centimeter as it is given in the answer. R2 is 2R1. We don't write the sign. It's only for the sake of problem calculation. But magnitude wise, R2 is 15 into 2, 30 centimeter. So these are the two radii of curvature what we require in this problem. We go for the sixth problem there. Say we read it now. A liquid lens is found between a plane surface and one face of convex lens. This converging combination has a focal length of 0.5 meter. The radii of curvature of the two surfaces of the lens are 0.66 and 0.6 was meter and focal length is 0.4 meter. Calculate the focal length of the liquid lens and refractive index of the liquid. Say, before solving this problem, we need to write a figure there. We straight away write the figure. Say, there's a plane surface. On this, a convex lens is kept, a plane surface, one face of the convex lens. That means we imagine to place a convex lens like this, and liquid lens is created. Liquid lens is created between these two surfaces. Say here, liquid lens is created in this area there because of the liquid on the surface, this surface. Now we are asked to calculate the focal length of the liquid lens, this red color marked lens, focal length to be calculated, and refractive index of liquid also to be calculated. In fact, we read the problem again. This converging combination, converging means the liquid lens and the other lens, convex lens, behaves like a converging lens. That means its equivalent focal length, F equivalent, is positive. And it is given, it is equal to 0.5 meter. The radii of curvature of one surface of the convex lens, R1 given, say 0.66 meter, R2 given to be minus 0.66 meter, and focal length of convex lens, convex 0.4 meter. Focal length of the liquid lens to be calculated. I write F liquid question mark and then N liquid, refractive index of liquid to be found out. So how to start with this problem? Observe, we start like this. First of all, we use combination formula 1 by F equivalent equals 1 by F1 plus 1 by F2. Say, before proceeding into calculation, we can guess the focal length of the liquid lens should be negative. We must get negative answer because as we can see in this figure, if we can separate this, say 1, for the sake of clarity, we imagine to separate this. There's one convex lens and one liquid lens like this. This clearly tells us the liquid lens focal length, which we have taken F2, and convex lens focal length, which we have taken as F1. Once we calculate F2, we must get negative. That is a check for our understanding of this problem. So we go for the calculations now. 1 by F equivalent is 1 by 0.5. 1 by F1. F1 is, say, focal length of the convex lens 1 by 0.4 plus 1 by F2. We go for this calculation. 1 by F2 is 1 by 0.5 minus 1 by 0.4, which we can calculate as, say, 2 minus 2.5. 2 minus 2.5 minus 0.5. So F2 is 1 by minus 0.5 minus 2 meter is the focal length of the liquid lens. So once we get the focal length of liquid lens, we can calculate the liquid refractive index by taking only liquid lens, applying the formula for lens maker's formula 1 by F2 or F liquid equals, this is also F liquid, 1 by F, say 1 by F liquid equals N liquid minus 1 into 1 by R1 minus R2, R2 dash, R1 dash we write. But observe, we take R2 dash as infinity because it's a plane surface, R1 dash as 0.66 meter because it's in contact with the convex lens. So convex lens, this part, radius of curvature is also radius of curvature of this part of the liquid lens. So 0.66 meter. And we go for the calculation now. Say, or else we can take R2 dash as 0.66, R1 dash as infinity because that will get that will help us to get the final result properly with this sign. Other thing also will do, but easily we can get it like this. Say 1 by F liquid is minus 2, which is equal to N liquid minus 1 into 1 by R1 dash. 1 by infinity, we leave that. So minus 1 by 0.66, because 1 by infinity is 0. Therefore, what we have here 0.33. Now we have, say, 2 ones are 2, 2.33s are 66. Therefore, N liquid minus 1 equals 0.33. N liquid is 1.33. This is the value of refractive index of the liquid. So that ends the problem now. We go for the seventh problem. It is a textbook problem, example problem. We want to solve it now. Find the position of the image formed by the lens combination given in the figure. Say here first lens from the left, whose focal length is plus 10 given, it is double convex. I can call it as L1 lens for the sake of clarity. And second lens, which is at a small distance of 5 centimeter from the first lens, I call it as L2, and its focal length is minus 10. It is a plano-concave lens. And third lens, which is at a distance of 10 centimeter from concave lens, we have focal length plus 30, and we call it as L3. And focal lengths also, for L1 I call as F1, and F2 for second one, F3 for third one. So how to solve this problem? This type of problems we have to solve like this. Say first we imagine only one lens, we calculate its focal length. Say we calculate its image distance. Since 30 centimeter is given to be the object distance, we take it as U, in fact with minus sign. Now for the first lens L1, I calculate V1. We write the formula 1 by F1 equals 1 by V1 minus 1 by U1. Say we generally write down a formula for V1 first. Say 1 by V1 equals 1 by F1 plus 1 by U1, or which will give us FU1 by U plus F. So with these things, we can write V1 as FU1 by U1 plus F. We can use this for any calculation in this. Therefore, first thing, V1 we calculate. F1 is plus 10 into U1 minus 30 divided by minus 30 plus 10. That means minus 300 by minus 20. This goes there. 15 centimeter positive. That means we get V1 as positive. That means the image by F1 forms to the right side of the lens. That means towards this side. Its distance is given 15 centimeter. Observe, at the 15 centimeter from L1, convex lens is there. So at the optic center of this, at this point, the image by the first lens is formed. Now this image by the first lens will act as an object for the second lens L2. Say this image act as object for L2. Therefore we can write, say, the things required. For F2, for L2, F2 equals minus 10 centimeter. U2 equals, observe, U2 means object which is at the optic center of the L3 to the L2 lens. That means, say we have here to here 15 centimeter, 15 minus 5, say 15 minus 5 is 10 centimeter, 10 centimeter, and V2 to be calculated. We apply this relation now. Observe, U2 10 centimeter. That means we are placing the object for the second lens at its focus. As we know, once the object is at focus, it forms the image at infinity. So, by lens maker's formula only, 1 by f2 equals 1 by v2 minus 1 by u2. But observe, v2 is infinity back because, say we can go for it like this. We can get the v2 as infinity. 1 by minus 10. 1 by v2 minus 1 by 10. So these two cancels. 1 by v2 is 0, which implies v2 is infinity. That means the second lens creates an image at infinity towards the left side of it. That means towards this side. Now once we get v2 at infinity, that image created by L2 at infinity acts as object for third lens L3. So for L3, we learn for L3, the object is at infinity, Therefore, we know once object is at infinity, its point-sized image is created at principal focus of the lens. Therefore, the final image by this combination format 30 centimeter from L3 on right side. And it should be pointed image because the object seems to be at infinity. Therefore, the final image is at principal focus of L3. That ends this problem. We go for the last problem in this session. 8th problem, we read. Two lenses of focal length 20 centimeter and 30 centimeter are kept in contact. Find the focal length of the combination. Calculate the power of two lenses and combination. Say we go for it like this. What are the things given? We write f1 0.2 meter, f2 0.3 meter. As they are given positive, we assume that both of them are convex lenses, and we are asked to calculate F equivalent when they are kept in contact, that is, when they are kept in contact to form the combination. Calculate the power of first lens P1, power of second lens P2, and P equivalent also. That is equivalent lens power. First of all, we go for P1 calculation 1 by f1. Observe before substituting into this formula whether the focal length is given in meters or centimeter. It is given in meters, we can straight away substitute. If it is given in centimeter, you have to convert it into meters. Say which amounts to be 5 diopters, because 0.2, 2 by 10 or 10 by 2 is 5 diopter. P2 we write 1 by f2, 1 by 0.3, which amounts to be 10 by 3 diopter or 3.33 diopters. With these things, now we are asked to calculate F equivalent. F equivalent can be calculated in two manners. I show first idea 1 by f1 plus 1 by f2, or F equivalent is f1 f2 by f1 plus f2 product by sum. F equivalent 0.2 into 0.3 divided by 0.2 plus 0.3. That means say 0.06 into 0.06, say 0.6, 0.2 plus 0.5 there. We can go for the calculation like this, 0.5, 0.06. 0.5 is 1 by 2, so into 2. 0.12 meter is the focal length, which is positive, again converging lens. Therefore, last calculation, power of the combination. So we can straight away calculate power by using P equivalent as 1 by F equivalent, 1 by 0.12, which amounts to be say 100 by 0.12, approximately 8.3 diopters. This can be easily obtained from other method also. What is that? From this equation, F1 by F equivalent equals 1 by F1 plus 1 by F2. We can write P equivalent, because 1 by F equivalent, P equivalent, P1 plus P2. From that method also it is true. P1 is 5 plus 3.33, which amounts to be 8.33 diopters. So this is the equivalent power. We got same thing with both the things. Here we truncated it first decimal place. This concludes our this numerical session. In the next session, we learn about the prism and other things.